The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
An interesting story. There was a very big tzaddik in Eretz Yisrael. He was a mashkiach, great tzaddik, Rabbi Lopian. And Rabbi Lopian, on one of his yahrzeit, his mishpacha and some of his talmidim decided they're going to go up to his kever and they're going to daven over there. And they did. They finished their tefillas. They were getting ready to leave. And all of a sudden, they see a yid running quickly. And he comes to the cave. He's breathing heavy, this yid. They say, could you do me a favor? Could you wait another 3 minutes? I need you for 3 minutes. What do you need us for? I want to ask Mechila. So they asked him from who? He said, for Rabbi Lopian, mashkiach. So they asked, this many years after his death, what's happened now? You're asking Mechila from the mashkiach. She said, I want to relate to you a story. It was the Ma'ariv, Motzei Yom Kippur. Motzei Yom Kippur is one of those times, after a full day fast, you can look around the shul and you see who belongs there and who's part of it and who's not. How could you tell? You see who keeps glancing at the clock. There's certain heads that are, instead of looking ahead, they're looking at the clock. And they're counting the time. So there was one year, there was long davening in yeshiva, and a group of talmidim told me, go chap the amit and daven ma'ariv, to make sure that they don't do it too long. So some tzaddik doesn't get up and daven for the amit, and no. By Nila, the chazan went to town. This is the custom in most places. So they asked me, do I have the guts to go up there and take the amit for ma'ariv and take care of it and get it done quickly? So I waited. And as soon as they finished and they're ready for ma'ariv, I ran for the amit. And he davened quickly and didn't disappoint my friends. I didn't even wait after Shemona Esrei for the Rabbanim of the yeshiva to finish the Shemona Esrei before I started the Kaddish and the Zip through it. The second I counted 10 Talmidim were ready to go, I davened. And then we went straight out of the Mishmerish to the lunch. Rabbi Lopian was there. He concluded his davening, and he was shocked to find out that the davening was all over already, and everybody was gone. What happened? So he figured there was a bachram who went to going to the lunchroom. So he came down to the lunchroom, and he said, I want to talk to the chazan who davened ma'ariv. And this man is telling over the story. I was called. The mashkiach took me to the side, and this is what he said to me. You have no idea of the tsar, of the agmas nefesh that you caused me. You, with your rushed tefillah, you undermined and destroyed my avodah of 40 days. I was working from Rosh Chodesh Elul, the whole Tishrei, Aseres Yemei Tshuva. Do you know how much I was meiser my nefesh for the last 40 days? Do you know how many shmuzin? Do you know how many tefillos? Do you know how many tears in order to succeed reaching the pinnacle of the mountain in these 40 days? These important days? We asked Mechila from Hashem and Slicha from Hashem for our actions. We put everything into the pathways of tshuva to change, to become better. How do I know if I succeeded? You know what the test is, Shmuel? What's the test? The Ma'ariv after Yom Kippur. The minimum that expected from us is that the Ma'ariv that concludes the 40 days, Yomim and Arayim, we should daven that tefillah properly. And after, a little bit afterwards, to remain in the Beis Medrash, to show Hashem that we're interested in remaining close to it. That's what I would want. And you took over the chazanas, You daven quicker than we daven a whole year. You showed that the whole thing was a joke. And there was no hashpah on you whatsoever. And you mezalzel all 40 days in the eyes of Hashem, in the eyes of Yeshiva, in the eyes of the Bachrim. He said to him, you showing your bayreach from Hashem. Ketina ka bayreach bebeis hasefer. You should know you caused me unbearable tsar. That was the end of his drush. I was a wilde bacher. I wasn't the best bacher. And really what he said didn't have a big impression on me. But I didn't ask him for mechila. I didn't say I'm sorry. I just went back to my plate of food as if nothing happened. Many years passed, and I forgot about this mice. But you should know, from then on, my life has been a series of tsaros noiros, awful tsaros. I can't even specify them to you. And when I went to one of the tzaddikim of the door for a bracha, the tzaddik said to me, it seems that there's somebody, Adam Godel, has a kpeda on you. I tried to go back in time and think, which Adam Godel could have a kpeda on me? I told him I can't think of anything. So he asked me, did something maybe happen in the yeshiva when you were there? And you got into it with one of the rabbanim in the yeshiva. And then I remembered this maisa. I told it to him. And the tzaddik told me that I should go on his yard site to his caver and I should ask mechila by his caver. Maybe that'll be my kapar. Maybe that'll be my kapar. And he asked mechila, and all the people present said, machalach, machalach, machalach. And the fellow got his mechila. And his life changed for the better from that time going forward.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org